What I have on my hand right now is Savior Valkyrie, the latest of the Valkyrie line. And yes, this is the DB Valkyrie, and despite being really popular, it's also equally as controversial. When I say that, I mean that depending on who you ask, it's either a really good Beyblade or it's terrible. And really that has to do with the few gimmicks that it has. Mainly the driver is just a little too wacky, but the other gimmick that I think is overlooked is the blade, or rather the Savior blade. And that's because it has an awakening gimmick, or rather parts of it wear down over time, obviously with multiple battles. So I wanted to do a creative spin on that and awaken this blade, the Savior blade, in under 30 seconds. So it's something a little bit new I'm trying out, but let me know if you guys enjoy it. As always, we're gonna get to the close-up now and we'll get started. Alright guys, I'm back with a close-up, and again I have my Savior Valkyrie here, completely stock, and to tell you the truth, I haven't been using it much. You can see it's still completely intact as far as this part is, you know, the rubber parts. But anyway, we are gonna awaken it in the fastest time possible with my Japanese box cutter knife. I know it's awesome. It's got a black steel blade, super sharp. But with that being said, I am going to try to be careful here. I don't recommend anyone trying this for themselves. This is just me being dumb and trying to do this for your guys' entertainment. So I'm going to use my cutting mat because I figured if we're going to be cutting, I don't want to cut directly into my desk. So here we go. I think my points that I'm going to focus on is these kind of weak points right where the rubber kind of meets the plastic. That's going to be the best route. The other thing I should probably do is take off the chip. I don't know what I'm doing here. Here we go. So yeah, the base itself, getting those points there. And this is kind of difficult to see because I'm looking at my camera, but I'm going to try to focus on the actual blade itself. Obviously I need a timer though. For that I will be using my phone, and I just realized an issue right now. The screen is really hard to see because of the reflection from my light, so I'm going to try to find a position where it's not so hard to see. This might be a good spot. Yep. I'm going to turn up my brightness just so that you guys can make out the time. And just a little FYI, I do have 2 other saviors I can use even if I do mess up. But again, the goal is 30 seconds. As soon as the timer stops, then that's what we're going to be done with. So fingers crossed. I hope I can do this in 30 seconds. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Ah, there's little bits left. Does this count? I think it does. Oh. And it looks like our timer's done. Alright. Whew. Yeah, that was 30 seconds. Wow. This thing cut right through it like butter, look. Here are the 3 pieces. There's actually some like little leftover, but I just tore that off with my fingers, but it worked. This was actually successful. 30-second awakening. I think that beats doing like tons of battles. I know it kind of ruins the purpose, but it's whatever. This is fun. Shout out to my Japanese box cutter knife. That really did the trick. So let's go ahead and put it together now, because now that it's awakened, we can do the fun part, which is battle it and see if it's any better. Again, depending on who you ask, some people think this is a really good Beyblade. Some people don't think that. So let's just put this together. There we go. Savior Valkyrie, Awaken now. You can see the rubber bits have been cleanly cut off. I'm actually surprised. They came off really clean. Look at that. So obviously now that it's Awakened, the base itself is a lot more aggressive. And what that means is more attack power, but also more recoil. So more chances of it bursting, but also more attacks. So it's really a glass cannon if you look at it that way. So I'm gonna go get my stadium though, and we're gonna start doing some test battles. Let's go. All right, I have my Savior Valkyrie with my DB stadium. Let's go ahead and do a test launch. And it looks like it activated right away. That was not supposed to happen. Let's try that again. And now that's the typical mode change now. My God, is this thing loud. Okay, that's Savior Valkyrie for you. Let's go ahead and start off with our test battles. All right, we got a knockout on Death Solomon, and it just bursted. All right, hard hits. Looks like Wyvern is hanging in there, and somehow Savior just lost balance. All right, maybe you'll have a better chance this time. Looks like it activated. Oh, all right, somehow that worked. I don't know how. We'll try Ragnarok next. Arguably one of the best stock combos for Dynamite Battle. And it looks like Savior's doing its thing, but it's not doing much hitting, unfortunately. So typical stalling. What's gonna happen next? I hope maybe a victory, I'm not sure. Yeah, it doesn't look like that's gonna win. All right, Savior's activated, and oh wow, Ragnarok hung in there like a champ. Jeez. All right, here we go. Savior versus Rage, because I don't have Guilty yet. Oh, jeez, hard hits. All right. Oh, Valkyrie's bouncing now. Crazy hits, and it looks like Valkyrie barely took that. That was insane. Here we go with Roar Bahamut. Also a really good stock DB Bay. It's up there with Ragnarok. Even though the anime does not do this justice, I'm pretty sure Valkyrie took that, just barely. Let's go Valkyrie. Maybe we'll get another knockout. Oh! And this is the best part about the stadium, is that they love to stall. Alright, wow, okay, somehow Valkyrie's... Oh, it lost. I thought I was gonna win. See, Fafnir is pretty good on its own, so I think Valkyrie's gonna struggle a little bit. Obviously, it has the rubber ring. I don't think it's gonna do too hot. But my hopes are high. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it looks like Fafnir is doing its thing. It's stealing some spin. And yep, Fafnir took that. See, I was hoping Valkyrie would be a little bit more aggressive and maybe deliver some powerful hits. And it's stalling now. Wow, okay. This would have been so clutch if Fafnir was moving around, but it's not because it's a stamina type. So, oh, okay, final hit right there, and Fafnir takes the win. All right, so I'm going to use Belial now with the S, V, and F gear. I don't have L gear yet, by the way, if you're watching this video. Should have it in the next couple days. Alright, Belial, unfortunately, with all these upgrades, is scraping a lot. I think it's only going to get worse with L gear. Valkyrie, of course, is doing its thing. It'd be wonderful if it would, you know, attack a little bit. Belial's just vibing now. And it looks like it's going to get really close. Oh, yep. Okay. Some minor hits, and Valkyrie's losing control. I don't know what's going on. It just does not stand a chance. Alright. Maybe it's going to get an upper hand. Just maybe. Okay, we're getting some more consistent hits now with Valkyrie. It's good, but Belial is, I think, significantly heavier and a lot more stable, more grounded to the ground. And yeah, okay. Alright, the iconic rivalry, but in DB. And we're getting no hits. Finally one. Looks like Spriggan is vibing. Valkyrie loses. Alright. Maybe in stamina mode for Spriggan might be a better choice. We'll see now. Oh, and okay, we're getting some hits. And a self KO. Nice. Alright, finally some hits. And it activated. What is Valkyrie going to do except self KO? Alright. Spriggan and Valkyrie are finally going at it. Looks like Spriggan finally calmed down, whereas Valkyrie is building up a little bit. Fortunately, it's just losing its stamina, not doing too hot. Yep, and Spriggan keeps winning. Alright, looks like we're finally getting that battle I was looking for. Maybe. These things do not want to touch each other. I don't know why. It's like they're almost avoiding each other. Wow. Oh, okay. That's what I was looking for. Some kind of explosive battle. Alright, there you guys have it. Valkyrie for me is just a little too wacky. It's super unpredictable. It seems like it has the upper hand at times. Other times it just loses. So was this Awakening worth it? Did it work? I think it did. It did seem more aggressive. But the best way to describe Savior Valkyrie is that it's literally a glass cannon. This thing can either win or just lose. But that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the concept. I'm going to try to do more of these where it's like under 30 seconds. I think the speed component is just really fun for me. And again, hope you guys enjoyed it. But that's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for more uploads on the way, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.